What's up, guys? Solar here, and I'm gonna teach you all... What's up, guys? What's up, guys? Solar... That's it! What's up, guys? Solar here, and I'm gonna teach you how to throw goblins like unruly 4th graders! Yeet! Before I get into it, guys, thank you very much for watching my videos. Subscribe, like, and share this to your grandma if you really want to support me. Anyways, this is Dragon's Dogma 2, and my take on it. It doesn't come as a surprise to you that Dragon's Dogma 2 has really taken leagues of the gaming community and really just turned everything upside down. On one hand, a lot of people don't like this game, mostly because microtransactions and some other issues, and I'll get into those other issues, later. As far as the microtransactions goes, this is a freaking Capcom game, so what are you really expecting? But other than that, I think my biggest glaring issues, and I just want to get the issues out of the way so you guys can see me throw more creatures, is really the pacing, clunky combat, and I really didn't care about the story, but that's on me, okay? That's on me. It's not no direction on how good the writers are. The writers are probably fantastic, I just did not enjoy the story. Anyways, when I say clunky combat, I really mean just, it was very jittery. When I tried using a shield, I did not like having to press B to constantly flip around to different targets. I just didn't like it. But with a two-handed weapon, you literally beat the living shit out of everything with this, and it is just no problem at all, and it's so enjoyable. There's something to say about impact. Impact in a game when you are swinging a giant-ass two-handed weapon and you come into contact with something. It is so fun. It is so exciting. I love it. Also, throwing things your size, human size projectiles you can throw. And I got so excited after throwing a whole bunch of hobgoblins and regular goblins and baby goblins and whatever the else I was throwing, is I started throwing wildlife. I just had to establish dominance. It was fun. And that's what I was missing in games. Really, I was. Never mind the things about microtransactions and other shit that I said before. The game is actually fun, and I've spent way too long on this game. Like, way too many hours in this game that I need to be. I found myself up at like 1 a.m., and that's way past my old person bedtime. And I was still playing, and I was still enthralled in the game. I was enjoying moving from place to place, slaughtering every single creature in my way. I don't care if it was a seagull, it's getting hit. That was a fun part about it. The game is really good. I think my biggest complaint, at least about the friggin' wildlife, is really, I later on in game, that's the best way I can describe this, is later on in game, I was saving my fairy stones because some Redditor decided to tell me that you need to save your fairy stones. So I saved them. I had like 15 of them, and I was waiting for the end game thing that they told me I was going to use the fairy stones for. So I decided to go from point A to point B, and point A to point B was not that long. I ran into 2 ogres, 2 armored trolls, a griffin, and that chimera thing. That was a lot. It was a lot! It was too much! It was too much being thrown at me. Was it enjoyable at least to kill, and like the satisfying last hit as the thing flies over? And it's really, mind you, I just want to say this, the knockout animations for a lot of these creatures is fucking hilarious. I love crippling cyclopses at the knees and then watching their faces bash into the wall. It's so funny. It's so satisfying. You feel like a hero. And that is something that this game really does capture well. My complaints in the beginning are just trivial complaints. They're not something that really should clearly define how this game should be rated. And I get it. People have their issues. I get it. People are freaking downvoting the hell out of this game. But I enjoy it. Am I almost done with it? Yeah, I've literally burnt myself out on this. And once again, take that as no indication of how good the game is. Game's good. I enjoyed it. There's something to be said about literally climbing any creature you can that's larger than you and then stabbing it constantly till it either throws you or you just cut its head off. Also, really something that was enjoyable for me is climbing up that apex predator ladder. I started feeling invincible because I was killing ogres and cyclopses, and I was like, oh, well, I'm gonna go find a griffin now. And I remember sitting on stream with one of my friends, and it took me 4.5 hours to finally track down a griffin after it fled combat. And I almost killed it. And I finally found it, and it was sitting there licking itself, and I beat the living shit out of it, and it was so satisfying. And then I had to keep moving up the food chain. I had to keep going. So then I found a Drake, and I decided, well, I can kill everything else. How hard is it, Drake? Wrong. I got murdered, but I came back with a vengeance. I really did. And I beat the living shit out of that Drake. And it was worth it. And then I just started feeling bad for the wildlife. I lured a griffin into a cavern, and then because it couldn't fly, we literally bullied the shit out of it until it died. So funny. Skeleton mages? You know those old decaying corpses? Those old people, liches or whatever? Yeah, you hit them once with a two-handed sword, they hit the ground and you just beat the shit out of them. It's so fun. Also, did I mention throwing things? I love throwing things. But also, let's keep in mind that the character creator is absolutely hilarious. I've created so many weird things, and I really kind of just created myself in this game. I don't know why. I could have sworn in my head I was going to make some weird abomination, but I didn't. And then I also created myself at like 8 foot whatever the largest size was. And here's me in full max height, max muscle, dancing at a masquerade. It's so out of place, but so funny. Anyways, guys, really enjoyable game. I would highly suggest picking it up. Don't spend anything on microtransactions because I fucking hate those. And once again, if you enjoyed this, show me your support. And I love you guys, and I'll see you next time. Solar out.